Okay, how is that? Can you guys hear me now? Apparently the settings. Hey, what's up, Punit? How are you? Is everything good? Sorry, I'm just getting everything going here. Okay, let me get P&L displayed on the screen so you guys can see it. Okay. As you can see, that's still that same 25K funded account that we're going to be trading tonight. The account's not going anywhere, guys. Like, it's been flat for, I feel like I've had the thing for like 3 weeks now, and that's the total profit on it. I have only taken like flip trades off stream just to keep the account alive, but really you guys have seen every trade on this. We're still documenting the journey of this one account, so we'll continue to trade this one account until boom or bust. So yeah, how was everybody's weekend? Oil is down. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. If you look at the other indexes, everything's kind of gapped up. Gold and silver up. Wow, silver's up over 1.5% right now. I need to get my glasses on. Sorry, guys. I can't see anything clearly. There we go. All right. I have visual. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? It looks like we got a big block up there around Friday's high. Just shy of Friday's high. How big is this order resting up here? Not too bad. It's a 100 block. What's this at 90? 400. And then to the downside. Not a lot to the downside. There's some interest down here just below 500. So let's see if we want an immediate gap fill on this 300-point gap up. Or if we're going to do one of those Sunday Globex things where we just gap and go. I can see the move up to Friday's high up there to 700. You know, maybe just above. I can see that. What's up, Ethereum? How are you? How's everybody doing? Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Guys, we will do a giveaway a little bit later in the stream. We're going to give away a 25K Lucid Flex account. So stick around if you'd like your opportunity to win. Mason is with us this evening after his move over the weekend. So we do have marbles races. We do have a marbles race. A marbles race. My level's around here right now. Whoa, hello. Just so that you guys can see where my levels are. That's kind of where I have them currently. So I'd like to see price retrace some of this gap at least. Maybe back down into like the 400s and see if we can catch a bid off 400. If we just kind of gap and go. I like a long above, we'll say like 615. Longs above 615 up into that 700 level. You know, maybe chase down the highs from Friday. Maybe we got some unresolved business up here. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Welcome. We've got people slowly filing in. We've got about a little over 40 people in the stream right now. So if you, as you're rolling in, hit that thumbs up button if you could. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps out the channel. Let's see a sweep of 200. I don't know. We'll see. There's that interest up there around 700. That's kind of where I'm leaning the market's going to go test. Go test those Friday highs. But that's kind of the trade I would be looking at right now. So we are long. And I'll take the stop out just below 580 if the market does just want to kind of go sideways and consolidate or pull back. But I like these Sunday Globex like gap and goes. They seem to be playing pretty well recently, so I'm gonna try it out. You know, it's worth the risk. It's worth the $60 of risk to try and get a nice win to start the evening. There's usually some continuation on these moves, but sometimes it doesn't play out right away. What's up, Zen? How are ya? Yeah, J-Love, it might reject here. But I think it's worth a shot with that interest up there around 700. Maybe price goes up to 700 and rejects those Friday highs is what I'm thinking. So we'll see. Kind of want the follow through on this move. I'm going to go break even on this trade, just in case we do get that hard smack on the sweep of the opening candle high. Zen, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, we are in that area where it could reject. In fact, I'll just go ahead and target right where or just front run that big order that's sitting up there. Kind of spotting some absorption at 640, not ideal. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to see. Because now we could just fall back and go chase down this swing low. And that's kind of why I'm going break even on this trade. No follow through out of the buyers as well. So I probably get taken out. There it is. Hey, what's up, Phantom? How are ya? These Globex opens are scary sometimes because I feel like you get those big moves out of nowhere, and you don't know which way it's gonna go, and you know there's like a 50-point surge coming one way or the other. So early on, I kind of protect my position. Guys, Friday was a decent day for me. It was decent trading. I think I finished, you know, up, I think like $600 between two accounts that I traded on Friday. Yeah, Dom, I kind of like to see those daily highs, daily lows, those previous daily highs, daily lows get retested, especially on a gap up like that. I would definitely prefer that we come and test this high. You know, you got two wick highs sitting right there from last week. That's the weekly high. I kind of want to see price, now that we're up towards the top end of this range, I would kind of like to see price go test that. And it still could. It definitely still could. But I have to protect the downside with the big gap. You know, I was looking at like volume actually, and even on that downside move, guys, shockingly, even on all that downside that we've seen recently, there's still been more buying than there has been selling with the overall volume. So it's kind of in this weird spot where sellers have more weight than the buyers do, but there's actually more buying volume than there's been selling. So we're kind of in that stuck phase, which leads me to believe that institutions have targets higher. But I've never seen that. I've never seen such aggressive downside, you know, that has more buying volume than selling volume. Manipulation, J-Lo says. Yeah, I mean, how else do you explain it, you know? How else do you explain it? I do still like overall, and we've talked about it a lot on stream, I do still like a retest of this double top high at some point. You know, this did not get close enough for me to get into a swing position. I still like this at some point. I just don't know if we're going to get a new all-time high before we get that sell, or if we, you know, roll over off, say that like the daily 20 there, just shy of 29K, and come back to test that. Yeah, DeMonte, I'm kind of right there with you. Like, I feel like what we're seeing is that, you know, obviously a lot of retail is selling, you know, a lot of their tech positions. But I feel like big buyers, institutional buyers have targets that are higher. So what do? They bait as much as they can before ripping to their targets. You know, so they'll sell a portion, enough of a portion of their positions to get the market to roll over and make it look heavy, and then all retail starts unloading, and then they just snap buy it before the most logical buy spot. Like, I don't know if that's the case, but mentally that's what my mind starts processing. It's like, okay, what's the dirtiest thing that they could do to retail right now? What's the absolute worst thing that they could do to retail right now, right? Because, you know, everybody's seeing that double top high, that double top previous all-time high. They're seeing that. Hey, what's up, Chicken Trader? How are you? Gap fill? I don't know. These gaps have, I mean, maybe. I do think we go to 700. You know, you can see the orders sitting there. There's a 400 block sitting up there waiting. And obviously that's the biggest order closest to current price. You ate too much, don't feel good? Oh no. What'd you have? What'd you have? I'm sure you don't want to talk about it, but what did you have, Chicken Trader? I had shrimp scampi tonight for dinner. Phantom, this is the 921. $9.21 on the 1 minute. Jamaican jerk chicken? Oh, that sounds delicious, actually. I'm sure it doesn't sound good to you right now, but that sounds really good. Jamaican jerk chicken? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it sounds really good, doesn't it? I haven't had a good like Caribbean jerk anything in a while. Yeah, Chicken Trader, you have too much of the seasoning on there. It'll light you up. it'll light you up with indigestion for sure. High sodium. So I completely understand why you're not feeling that great. Yeah, I had shrimp scampi, some broccoli, and a piece of garlic bread is what I had tonight. All right, buyers really aren't pushing price higher. Not to say they aren't going to, but they really aren't pushing price much higher right now. So we might have a little bit of a pullback, maybe into the gap. I'm interested to see what happens at this area. This is last week's opening price. So sitting right at 500. If it does roll over, I'm interested to see what happens at that level. If we don't get that push to 700 right away. I would be a buyer down here. It'd be worth the risk, you know, risking 20 points or so. Well, we got almost 60 people viewing. Guys, we are live on Kick tonight as well. For those of you that are on Kick, when we do the giveaway a little bit later, pop on over to the YouTube live stream because the Kick chat does not recognize Nightbot. So you're like when people enter their command to get their entry into the marbles race, Kick doesn't recognize those commands. So when we do that, if you're viewing on Kick, pop on over to the YouTube live stream and enter from there. Yeah, I don't know if we get the gap filled tonight. That's a pretty big gap up. That'd be a pretty big move down. It's not to say we can't, but this is looking like we want higher first. To me. At least back up into 700. Test those previous day highs, test the weekly high, you know, all that stuff. We did get 2 rejections there on Thursday and Friday, so we do have to be alert if price does make its way up here. But I can see us going to like 28.9, 28.920, somewhere around there. You know, you got the daily 20 sitting up there at 930. So all these downside wicks. We've had We had some aggressive buy ups through that area as well. So I can see us making our way up towards 900, which is why I'll look to buy at that 500 level if we do catch that dip. You know, and if we lose there, I'll look a little bit lower even. I don't know if we get the whole gap fill tonight. Kyle over there singing Creed. I wish YouTube would allow you to play, like, you know, mainstream music. Everything's got a copyright on it, though. Everything's got a copyright on it. Sometimes we even get copyright flagged for the tracks on Epidemic Sound, which is weird. Hey, what's up, Plum Trader? Mike Light, meatball sandwich and watermelon salad? Coffee with ice cream for dessert? Oh, that sounds good. I haven't had a good meatball sandwich in a while. Never been a huge meatball guy. I mean, they're good, but there's other things that I always choose over that. Man, we are pinned in this range, huh? Just absolutely pinned in this range. Favorite dish? I mean, obviously a good steak is always nice, right? Like, obviously a good steak is always nice. I would say, you know, lasagna is probably a close second to a really good steak. I would say it's probably lasagna. Specifically, my mom's lasagna. Well, I went live. Of course we're in a range. I know. Every single time I go live. I know. I know, guys. I apologize. It is my fault. Hand in the air. I'll take full accountability for this price action. You get one gap up, one little move, and then range. And not a wide range. Like a tiny range. Spaces. I don't know. I don't think we're going to fill it anytime soon. That's a big gap. That'd be a pretty big move. You know, guys, if you ever want to see, like, if you ever want a clue as to what the Nasdaq's going to open up like, or what NQ is going to open up like, you can go look at how US Tech 100 has traded over the weekend. And that kind of mirrors what you can expect on NQ for the open. Taquitos made by Amish people, Zen? Wait, what? When I go like authentic Mexican dishes, I generally go with like some sort of like Cory Pollo. I really like chorizo and I really like chorizo and chicken when it comes to like Mexican dishes. Nick, funded accounts down for the day for you. Oh, nice. Nice, Nick. Let's see here. Probably talked about it before, so apologies in advance. But how do you find the EMA cloud? Because I've just, like, when I'm looking at the 1 minute specifically, right? I have it on there for when I'm in a trade. I don't use it for entries, so to speak, right? I'm using my levels-based trading for that kind of stuff, right? Which is why I went long. I'm long above where I deem support resistance to be. But I'll use it for like trailing methods more so than anything else. Because when you're in a nice trend on the 1 minute, trailing the 9 or the 21 EMA, you can kind of see how it always kind of holds as support when we're trending to the top side, or holds as resistance and when we're trending to the downside. That's kind of why I have those two. And then when it does trail out, when like we do get a spike above it, that's usually when I would get stopped out. So it's just a mechanical way for me to trail my stop, because I have not been I've been allowing too many trades to come back on me recently. So it kind of eliminates the emotional side of it for me. Water fasting results. Do I use ORB for Globex? I don't. I know some other people that do. I know they look. I just haven't found any consistency with a 5 or a 15 minute. And so if you have any suggestions, I'm more than willing to look at, you know, different types of strategies for Globex. I just trade the same way that I do during RTH. You know, I see price holding above an area of support, I get long. And if I see price rejecting an area of resistance, I get short. So that's kind of what it is for me. Like right now, I gave this long trade a try up into 700, but got stopped out break even. So I guess because I don't take the same trade twice within a given period of time from a certain area, it's just one of my rules so I don't get chopped up. I'll probably be looking for something like, you know, I'll look for the sweep of Friday's high and see if this level wants to start rejecting a little bit, you know, we're holding below for a short entry. Or if we fail to break new highs from here, I would be looking for something like this. You know, down into 500 probably. But like I said, if you guys have any like strategies that you like during Globex specifically, put them in the chat. Let me know what they are. I'd be interested to look at them. You know, I don't really use a whole lot of indicators in my trading. It's basically a mix of a little bit of order flow, you know, and then do they have Amish people in Kentucky? I'm sure they do, Zen. I'm sure there are Amish people here. I live in a populated area of Kentucky, so not around me, but I'm sure they do. Probably out like towards Bardstown and stuff like that. They probably have. You know, there's a lot of farmland in Kentucky. Hey, what's up, Daily Day Trade? How are ya? But I'm sure they do. I think Daily Day Trade, I think I am, at least until a little above that 28,700 level, at which point we'll have to reevaluate. You know, you got Thursdays, Fridays, highs sitting right there. So we'll have to watch just above that area. But I'm looking for longs currently. But like if we were to dip at all, I'd be looking at that 500 area. We seem to have put the break above that area. We have some highs sitting there. That's, you know, that 400 to 500 is kind of, you can kind of tell it's kind of the pivot on the NQ right now. Is that 400 to 500 area where you're looking for longs above, shorts below. Call it an inflection point, I guess. Hey, what's up, Son of Wall Street? You got a bid sitting at 600? Zen? I don't hate it. I mean, it's relatively tight risk. You know, your stop's probably just below the wick of the opening candle, I would assume. You never realized how absurd the I buy taquitos from the Amish. Yeah, it's worth a shot. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad look to try and defend 600. Honestly, I think if we lose that 600, we're probably slipping below 580. So I would wait for the sweep out of the range low. Myself, I think if we're going to hold up and move higher from here, it's never gonna get to 600. I don't think, in my opinion. All right, we got 70 people watching right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you. Like I said, later on in the stream, we are giving away a 25K Lucid Flex account. So sorry, guys. I just saw a message in Discord from Deuces, and it says, "You're live, yet it's not showing me you're live." Am I getting shadow banned by YouTube, guys? Like, what's going on? What, Miss K? We only got 29 people that have hit that thumbs up button? No, that can't be right. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. I'll sick Miss K on you. Okay, take it easy. I realize how dirty that could have gone. So chat, be very careful with what you put in the chat next. Yeah, Mike Light. Yeah. I just know sometimes the chat gets a little frisky. My chat gets a little frisky sometimes. So, had to put it out there. It's not even in Deuce's feed. Deuces, are you watching right now? So my live stream isn't showing up in your feed? Frisky is code for Miss K. Yeah, chat'll heat up. You give them a long enough leash, they'll heat up. Hey, what's up, Tim? How are you? Man, guys, we might be sitting here till... I'm expecting the move towards those Thursday, Friday highs at some point. I just don't know. I mean, we're holding the EMAs right now, but I can also see a snap down to 500 prior to that. So I'm a little hesitant to try this again. This is that same price that I got long from earlier and got stopped out for break even after price came back into the range. Kyle, yeah, Kyle, you did. I mean, you can always rewind. Yeah, Ratman, there's gonna be a move here. I just don't know what that is. Zen, did that get you in? Did it tap 600 or no? It looks like it missed. Got a low ball NQ always. Yeah, NQ is a different beast. I mean, The thing we got to watch out for is ES is coming up into a resistance area, a higher time frame resistance area, and a pretty strong reaction on ES. If ES rolls over, obviously the NQ is probably rolling over right along with it. So we need to be very, very careful. YM's got a little room to the top side. YM's got a little room up here. The Russell is, I don't know if I like where the Russell's at. The Russell never retraced its big sell-off. If you notice, it's working its way back up there, but the Russell looks the heaviest of all the indexes right now. Man, this thing is just tightly wound up. We're going to get a boost at some point here. Hey, what's up, Dion? How are ya? All right, come on, Naz. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a move. All right, Zen, that for sure got you in. If you left the order resting there, that for sure got you in, Zen. Guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Greatly appreciated. We got about 80 people between the two streams right now watching. Yeah, Mike, like that's kind of where I'm looking too, is that 500 area. It's worth a shot. You know, relatively tight risk. Obviously, if we lose 480, we're probably coming back down to 400. So 20 points of risk from that 500 area, 30 points of risk. And then if buyers hold that level up, I'm not opposed to adding into that long. Targeting those Thursday and Friday highs. Looks like we have the overnight low from Thursday night into Friday sitting here at 550 as well. That could be another spot. Oh, no, that's tonight's overnight low. Was that the opening price, guys? Was 550? This says Globex open. Okay, so we wicked down to 550, held 550, and bounced. And then we have prior week open sitting right there. Okay. Water fasting results. Why did NQ gap up? I think it's just off the tail end of earnings from last week. You know, an unadjusted interest rate earnings, fairly positive earnings on the tech side of things, on the big tech side of things. So I think all that over the weekend had the US Tech 100 trading up. Like I said earlier, if you guys want a little hint, you know, how NQ is going to open up, go look at that the CFD, the US Tech 100, and how it traded over the weekend, and you can it'll closely mirror what NQ is going to open up at, as far as the difference is concerned in price. War's over. Oh, don't start. No, Ratman. No, don't start that. For the 9 millionth time. For the 9 millionth time, war's over. Come on, guys, war is over. Ceasefire. Ceasefire. Wait, no. U.S. launches missiles. No, none of that. Those things have wrecked me on multiple occasions during this little conflict in the Middle East. Have any of you guys been caught in a Trump tweet? On the wrong side of a Trump tweet? It happened to me on 2 consecutive trading sessions a couple weeks ago. Whew, oh man. Nothing worse than that. Nothing worse than when you're in a trade and price jumps your stop and you don't get taken out of the trade. Nothing worse than that. Oh, chicken trader, even if it was on 1 MNQ. Oh yeah, Miss K. Even if it's 1 MNQ, those kind of moves can absolutely rinse an account. Absolutely rinse an account. Oh no, Zen, that's the worst. It's the worst. Minus 1,500 drawdown chicken. So all of you have felt that pain recently as well. Yeah, it got me. It got me twice. $150K account. Yeah, that's brutal. Lost 600 on Friday. Yeah, Friday was kind of strange, right? Because it looked like sellers were coming back in for a while, and then we caught the bid. Like the sell off the open was pretty strong, and then we kind of bottomed out around that 10:15, 10:30, and then just kind of started working our way back towards the middle of the sell off. So it was kind of strange. That's kind of why I'm expecting the full retrace, because of these straight down moves, guys. You know how I always say the straight down moves generally do get fully retraced in equal fashion on the opposite side, and so that's kind of what we're looking at right now. That's why I'm looking for a long. Retest that 50% of that downside move, and then try the long. Relatively tight risk. Do I use Bookmap? Well, my trading platform, water fasting results, is Quantower. So this is called Dom Surface on Quantower, but it's very similar to Bookmap. Yes, I use it to spot, exhaustion, absorption at the tail end of a lot of aggressive buying or a lot of aggressive selling. If it roughly lines up with my support and resistance level, where I have a lot of aggressive buyers coming in with price unable to push through resistance, I'll look to get short off that level. I use it for confluence, more or less. I'm no Bookmap master, though. Let's put it that way. I'm no order flow master. My trading's very simple. Price holding demand, I get long. Price rejecting supply, I get short. And then just use that as an added layer of confluence. Some people use fibs. Some people use pivot points. Oh, nice. $220 away. Yeah, Mike, like generally I do like to look at the 5-minute, right? Like that's how I always used to execute. Just for streams, I throw on the 1 minute because I have people always, the majority of people use the 1 minute. The majority of people trade a 1 minute chart. It's definitely a little bit faster than I like, right? Whereas you have all these absorption signals and like it gives a lot of false signals, in other words, on the 1 minute. Whereas the 5 minute, we only have one exhaustion on the buying there. You know, the 1 minute doesn't even have enough data to put this resistance, this higher time frame resistance level there, whereas the 5 minute does show it. Zen, you playing from higher time? Oh yeah, Zen, top-down approach is the way to go for sure. For sure. You definitely want to be executing from higher time frame areas of interest. Just because your risk to reward is probably going to be a lot better. And hence the reason the majority of people are not profitable, Jayla. Yeah, I mean, you like, look, the more you're in the market, the higher the chances are that you're probably going to lose money. I haven't seen, I'll just be honest with you guys. I haven't seen a whole lot of 1 minute scalpers that have the ability to be profitable over an extended period of time. Like they might go through stretches where their strategy's working, but I just haven't seen a lot that, you know, over a large sample size that are very successful, because you have to have such a high win rate when you're doing those lower time frame small scalps. You have to have such a high win rate just to get a profit after fees and commissions and all that kind of stuff, especially on a personal account. You can't trade that way. Yeah, Dion, you know, history likes to repeat itself a lot of times. Yeah, as in, it's tough right now. I fully understand. I have definitely watched a lot of trades come back on me that were in very good profit. Which is why on these live streams, you see me going to break even relatively quickly, especially considering, you know, the range that we're in right now. Not just this little range, but the overall, you know, the middle of these 28,000s. This has been the range of all of July, guys. We like the entire month of July, pretty much, with the exception of the downside here, has been trading in this, you know, mid 28Ks to mid 29Ks with a little look above. But we've really kind of just been stuck. 10 minis and catch 1 to 2 points. Well, if the props catch on to that kind of trading, they'll ban you. Like a lot of them are putting must hold for a certain amount of time rules on. You can't really scalp like that. So if they catch it and you're doing it repeatedly, they'll step in or deny payouts or something like that. Patrick Whelan does 10 minis. Well, yeah, I mean, he plays a different game, though, right? Just another pickup guy. That's an entirely different game. That guy doesn't care whether he trades well or not. I mean, maybe he does, just for image sake. But let's face it. I mean, when you're making 100K a month off affiliates plus, you really don't have any concern about your prop trading at all. And he probably, because he does so well with his affiliates and drives so much business, he can get away with things that the rest of us can't. It's plain, like he can just, he can bend rules and break rules and has leverage because he drives so much business to the props. So that's a different game. Yeah, Dion, 100%. Don't 100%. Yeah, Zen, I don't know how many. He's got, like, I think he has over 1 million subscribers now. I don't know. Yeah, that's an entirely different ball game than the rest of us can play, guys. I mean, even on some of the smaller ones, you know, if these guys are earning 30K a month off their affiliates, that's an entirely different ball game. You can almost prop firm arbitrage at that point and just go max size on every trade the accounts that have like a buffer of some kind until you hit them, you know, because once you're past the buffer on especially like the daily payout accounts, once you're past the buffer, you can just kind of coast, take $300 payouts from each account. That's those daily payout accounts. But what you'll see those guys do is they'll do that. They'll get the payouts. They'll post the payouts. They'll get to the live account. And then day 1 or day 2 of those live accounts, they end up busting, right? Because they can't do that anymore. Not all, but the majority of them. $809. Oh, keep going, YOLO Van. Keep going. It wasn't that long ago, honestly, where my channel had that many subscribers. Keep going. It's a grind. I know it's frustrating, but keep going. Chicken Trader, me too. Me too right now. Me too right now. Always in evals. Yeah, KWK, because people, like, the majority of people want to see, you know, a lot of trades, and they want to see size, they want to see big numbers, whether it's a win or a loss. That's where people tune into. It affords them to have far more accounts to give away and all that. So it's, like I said, it's a different game. They play a different game. Like flipping channels with the remote. Yeah, oh, 100% Zen. Yeah, they're going wherever they're going to have the most time. Like if your chat's flying around, like their chats are flying around, that's where people want to do, because people want to see the drama. They want to see the trolling, right? They don't really care if it's good trading or not. They could care less. They like the trolling. A lot of people like to be keyboard warriors as well, right? See what buttons they can push. Yeah, Teflon. That too. That too. Yeah, because I mean, if beginning traders, especially when you're tuning in, and that's what's showing up at the top of your recommended feeds, and that's the strategy. Of course, they're going to be trying to copy trade, right? So yeah, of course that benefits the props. Of course it does. Even in the space, even when the streamers are beefing with each other, right? Even when they're doing that, a lot of that is choreographed. You know, I 100% believe that. It's orchestrated. It's talked about prior, because it generates buzz, right? I have people coming in here all the time. Dude, did you see ICT and Patrick Whelan going at it? Like, come on, dude. Of course they are. YouTube featured a channel with 25 viewers the other day. Oh, thanks, Miss Rain. Yeah. Right. Like, we're here to have a good time, obviously. You know, I feed off your guys' energy. So when you're really active in the chat, you know, it gives me more topics to talk about during the stream than just watching the Nasdaq trade sideways and waiting for price to get there. But I agree with you to a certain extent, you know. I don't watch any other streams, really. I mean, to me, good trading is boring, really. You're clicking a button and you're waiting for price to either hit your target or you're getting stopped out. There's really not a whole lot to it other than that. You're just waiting for price to come to an area where you're interested in executing and executing. Oh yeah, Dion. I mean, you're talking about a channel that that grew off of lying and scamming and manipulating, you know. Of course. And other channels do it all the time too, because people tune in. Bad publicity is good publicity, so to speak, right? Who was it? Who was the other guy? The Danny's Trades guy? Right? Like, I had never heard of him until all that stuff happened. Like, even if Iman puts out a hit piece, right? It drives tons of traffic to those channels. Guys, the story trade's legit or not? Asking for a friend. Water fasting results. How long have I been on YouTube? We're going into year 3 right now. We're going into our 3rd year. Third year of trading on YouTube. So it takes a while. Yeah, it's Teflon, 100%. I mean, I agree. And honestly, like, he put it out there. He put it out there long before he ever made that video. So it was known by TJR. TJR was probably like, I don't care, dude. I don't care. Go ahead. Drive up more interest to my channel. I'm going to go around and throw as much size on trades as I possibly can. You know, same thing why, you know, ICT concepts are big, right? And everybody uses them. You know, not that it's any more successful than any other strategy that you're going to learn on the internet, but it gets views. You just include that name pretty much if you have any kind of channel size whatsoever. The younger generation especially. Dion, tick charts? No, I personally haven't. I personally haven't looked at tick charts myself. You know, a lot of traders in our community definitely do. Test the strategy targeting ICT traders. I mean, you can do it, definitely. It's going to be the same win rate. It's going to be the same hit rate. Because even those concepts are discretionary, right? The ones who make money with that strategy have found something themselves individually, which they probably aren't going to tell the public. Same thing with the 15-minute ORB. Any kind of orb strategy, right? If you actually go through the back testing and run a mechanical test on them, all those strategies are going to be right around 50%. Doesn't matter what kind of tweaking of the parameters you're using. Everything's going to be right around that 50% mark. You know, for anything like that, you almost have to look like any kind of like algorithmic mechanical type strategy. You have to find something that's probably got at least a 63% win rate, which is casino house odds, to turn a profit over a period of time, right? I would say that's probably the line in the sand. You shouldn't be looking at anything other than that number if you're looking for something that's consistent that you could build an algorithm around. I would probably look at that. And then yes, J-Love, I mean, that's the one reason why I'm profitable, you know, is because my risk management is very good. I go through stretches where I struggle. We talked about it on the last stream. You know, I definitely go through stretches. The month of July, I struggled. I struggled, but I had one big trade on my personal that made it a profitable month. One big trade. But props, I only took one payout in the month of July on props. I feel like I didn't sit there and blow up accounts or purchase a bunch of evals or anything like that, but I didn't make a lot of money either. All the accounts just kind of were flatlined. You know, I'd have days where on some I'd lose, others I'd win. It was just I'm in one of those stretches right now. But the only way that you get through those stretches and get to the other side and continue to be able to trade is by minimizing your downside. You know, protecting your downside when you're not seeing the market all that well. You know, it's far better. I think it's far better, J-Love, on that note. I think it's far better to keep an account alive through an entire month and not getting a payout rather than resetting and purchasing new evals, you know, 10, 20 at a time. If you ask me, you know, it's better to be straight up break even than it is to blow through 2-3 grand purchasing new evaluations or any of that. It's still better to keep that one account at break even for an entire month than it is to blow through all those evaluations, you know, trying to get that one big payout. Hey, what's up, Limitless? How are you? But what you see on the internet is exactly that, right? Unfortunately, all of us, including myself, don't make 5 figures in affiliate commissions every month either, so... I just saved you 100 hours of studying ICT theory. I mean, really, even if you look at accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Like the model that's taught online is, you're taking the Asia session highs and lows, the London session highs and lows. You're waiting for a sweep into one of those ranges and then either accepting, or it's almost like playing overnight high, overnight lows, right? You don't believe me, LC? A millionaire? I'm definitely no millionaire. I wish, guys. I wish I was a millionaire. I definitely do. I wish I was making $1 million a year off my trading. I'm not. Sad. Big sad face, but I'm not. One day, hopefully. Yeah, Zen, and honestly, it happens. Yeah, even sizing down, guys. Like if you're trading minis out there, there's no reason right now. Like with the volatility that's in the market that we've seen recently, and with the random Trump tweets and everything, there's no reason to trade a mini. You can make plenty on a micro. You know, if you can make $200-300 a day. Even if it's $150 a day, right? Like you're making $500-600 a week. That's more than most jobs are paying out there, to tell you the truth. So if you can do that for a while and start building up those balances, and then you can size up a little bit, all of a sudden that $500 or $600 grows into $1,000 a week, and then $1,500 a week, and it happens faster than you think. It happens a lot faster than you think. It's just people aren't patient enough because of what they're fed. It's the psychology that you're fed on all these streams and watching these big influencers put up these big numbers, you know, like it weighs on you and it affects your brain. Oh, I can do that. Right? But honestly, $200 a day is great. That's $300. That's $1,000 a week. That's $1,000 a week. They're at each other's throat. Oh, Mike, like, yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. It's probably all orchestrated. Honestly, it's probably all orchestrated. Yeah, exactly, Wesley. Exactly. Then when you have a proven strategy that you're consistently doing that and taking payouts from that one account, yeah, go ahead and go purchase 4 more with your payouts. But until you're consistently getting payouts, don't purchase any more than one account, right? You're just asking for it. Yeah, water fasting results, 100%. 100. You're right. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Yep. Yep, Dion. So just take it slow. You know, I would much rather this Hemi and Pine could make a super entertaining fake beef. No, I don't. I care more about you guys. Limitless, no, I don't. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I have a gaming PC. My PC is pretty powerful. I mean, I have a Ryzen 9. You know, I've got 64 gigs of RAM. I've got, well, my video card actually is not that. I have a 4060 Ti. It's on an MSI Mag motherboard, so it's a high-powered machine. Nims can make a channel and start beating Zen. He doesn't even have to make a channel. He just comes in here and... For those of you that... I mean, Nims does well. Nims is a good friend. You got an old monitor I can smash to make a short? It would get views. It would definitely get views. Guys, I'm still waiting for 500. Like, if we accelerate to the top side from here, we barely swept that opening 1-minute candle wick. So the 5-minute and the 15-minute opening range low. I kind of like a little bit lower still. We're still kind of riding those EMAs to the downside on the 1-minute. So I'm going to wait for that 500 area that we were talking about. It looks like Friday's sell-off, you know, the 50%, it would be around 28,400. And then the 61.8 fib would be just below that 28,500 level at 480-ish. That's what it looks like. Now, honestly, Zen, I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have viewers like what we have here, to tell you the truth. I'd rather have a community of people that care about trading and not so much about the drama, right? That's what I care about. I'd rather have good people that are followers and have my channel see success off of that rather than some fake nonsense. While it would be nice to have, you know, 100K subs and all that, I'm not sure that I'm willing to compromise my morals in order to do it, and ethics. I'm not sure I'm willing to do that. It's almost like you have to sell a piece of your soul in order to do that. Some people have that ability. I don't know that I would be able to sleep at night knowing how many lives I'm ruining. Does that make sense? I don't know that I could live with my... I don't know. It would definitely be unhealthy for me mentally. Like, I'm going to continue to show up here for you guys. I'm going to continue to hang out with you guys. You know, you'll see my trading, you know, during Globex. Like I said, Sociopaths have that ability. That's the other thing is you really have to be almost a narcissist in order to reach those levels. You got to really love watching yourself on camera, having the camera on you all the time. You have to really love it. You got to love listening to yourself talk a lot. So you almost have to have a sense of narcissism about you. Yeah, Zen. Yeah, you just keep doing it. And that's the one thing that I forgot, Zen, along the way. I know you and I had a conversation off camera recently. I forgot that for a little while. You know, we were watching the channel plateau, and I forgot to just have fun and hang out with people. That's why you started it in the first place. That's what got you to where you're at. Why not continue to do that? You know, when I saw the channel was dying off and saw what was happening in the space where all the bigger channels were streaming 24 hours, 7 days a week, and later, Mike Light, enjoy. The Westinator trade sequence. Yeah, but when I saw all that, I was just like, you know, it was making me angry all the time. It made me not want to do it. It made me want to give up. Yeah, exactly, Zen. Exactly, Zen. I know we've made that analogy a lot. But that's how it is. I honestly think a lot of them saw the success that channels like mine and Pine were having during that time slot, and they were like, nah, opportunity. Let's go flood that YouTube algorithm if we're gonna survive during this thing. Can't have too many people coming in here into the space. Can't have too much fresh blood taking money from our affiliates. You know? Yeah, Limitless. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we got about, I don't know, about 80 people in the stream right now. Smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. I'd appreciate it. We're still just waiting for that 500 level. I'm not going to take it because I do think the bid will come in at some point, and I don't want to get trapped off sides in some 60-point spike down to grab that 500 area. But I still do like that 500 area. You know, we've got some tops put in there. It seems to be the inflection point. So if we sweep, we'll say below 530. That's when I'll start to look for an entry. That 530 to 520 area all the way down to, say, 490. I think if we lose 490, we're probably flowing down to 400. So that would be where I'm going to look to that 530 to, say, 500 area for some sort of entry, some sort of confirmation that the bid is coming back in. We're kind of holding up at that 550 area right now, but I don't necessarily trust it. Oh, it looks like Mason's back, guys. Everybody in the chat, say hello to Mock. Say hello to Mock. Mock has moved. He is in his new abode over there in the UK. Seems like every day there's some new 12-year-old telling you how to master ICT. I mean, guys, honestly, even like the concepts themselves are stuff you already know. They're just rephrased, slapped some word on it, labeled it great marketing. But when you actually look at it, we're all trading the same thing. Like even if you have some sort of fair value gap or inverse fair value gap entry, You know, you're just using that as a form of support or resistance. So we're all trading the same thing when it comes down to it. It's just where are you executing from? Like, what are you using to identify those entries and targets? You know, that's really all. Yeah, Mason's here. Mock is here. So everybody say hello, Mock. You can tag him a million times in the chat if you want. Yeah, exactly, Chad. At the end of the day, we're all trading the same thing. Trading with the algo. A long weekend. Time to marble the pain away. What's up, Eagle's Eyes? How are ya? Oh, 1 second, guys. Actually, you can harass Mock in the chat real quick. I'll be back in just a minute. There we go. Deuces, you're onto it. Go ahead. Get him. Get him. Oh, it looks like we caught a bid while I stepped away, huh? Nice boost. Let's see what kind of reaction we get here from 600. See if it rolls over aggressively. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but those aggressive moves get retraced the very next minute. And then we'll see if we catch an EMA bounce. If we catch an EMA bounce, I'm not opposed to trying. Stop will be just below that swing low. A 50 micro long? I don't know. I don't know about a 50 micro long. That's 5 minis. If Brady's here, Brady would try a 40 micro long. Brady likes those 40 micros. Well, guys, we're getting close to 100 people in here, so haven't hit 100 in a while on a stream. It's technically just 50 micros, that's it. Miss K, yeah, Miss K, there's a trader in our community. He does well. He trades well. He's live with a couple props. He trades well, but he likes to put on size. He doesn't really, I don't know that he ever really has big targets. I haven't like actually seen him trade. But every day he seems to be making 3-4 grand. Hey, thanks for the sub. It's King Josie. Appreciate you. Welcome everybody that's new. If it's your first time here, my name is Wes. I live stream every Sunday through Thursday, providing my internet doesn't blow out on me. Sunday through Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out. We got a nice community. Yeah, Zen, you have to be really good. Well, really tight with your stops. If you're gonna trade that way, like you have to just accept small stop outs, and also accept, you know, taking off a portion of your position after, say, 10-point move. You know, and I'm pretty sure that's what he does. He probably takes off, you know, his core. After 10 points, you know, 7 to 10 points, probably takes off like half his position. .10 was the entire move. Yeah, I struggle in that tight of conditions. I always refer to the higher time frames for my entry areas. I don't know. I've never, you know, even when I was trading a little bit more size, the biggest position I ever had on was 5 minis. I've never put on like 10 minis, 15 minis, or anything like that. You know, on prop accounts, that can go really fast. Like, I mean, you can rinse some accounts. All right, are we just gonna like chop here in this 80 to 600 level now till Tokyo Open? All right, how many likes do we have? We got 66 likes and we've got close to 90 people watching right now. Get those likes up, guys. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway when we get those likes up. Get those likes up. Limitless step away. Hey, what's up, Nims? Nims, we were talking about you a little bit ago. They were saying you need to start a YouTube channel and we need to start some drama between our two channels. For publicity. Oh, Nims will come at, he'll come at me for no publicity. Nims is still trying to process why the market keeps bouncing. I think. Why does the market keep going up? Why is it going the wrong direction? You predict price action. Price action will continue to print to the right. Yeah. That's a safe prediction, Zen. That's safe. I think we'll print candles to the right as well. I'm right there with you. I really wish we would have came back to that 500 level. This is kind of not what I want to see. I don't want to see consolidation below 600. I would rather see the boost. I think we might have to try, if price does move to the top side, we might actually have to try the 5-minute opening range high entry. Yeah, Dom, I agree. I wanted to see a little bit deeper pullback. Not a huge fan of the 540, 550 buy up. You'd like us to move like one of Elon's rockets? Yeah, Chad, I'm kind of with you now. I'm kind of thinking we go up to that 700 level at this point. You know, go test those highs from Friday and Thursday, and you know, possibly even a sweep of this high. I'd be okay with a 500 attempt, right? We've bounced there a couple times, all the way from that 530 to 500 area. I would think would have some sort of reaction. We just didn't quite get there. Where we bounced from didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You know, conversely, if we lose that area, if we dip below 480, I think the gap fill is the play. What's up, Hassan? How are you? Well, we got about 110 people watching right now. Guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. We are doing a Lucid 25K Flex giveaway tonight on stream. Once we get those likes up, smash that thumbs up button for me. I would appreciate it. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. We had some cheeky viewers in the last one. Remember how we did the race to 100 likes and then we were doing a giveaway? Immediately after I ended the stream only had 89 likes, so people went back and unclicked the like button. Wait, Nibs, what am I ignoring? Sorry. Would you rather always have a slightly damp sock or not have a pest control subscription? I'd rather always have a slightly damp sock because you can always take the sock off, Nibs. I mean, logically. Can't have bugs crawling around your home. I mean, you can. It is doable, but not ideal. Okay, Miss K. Valid. What is the sock damp with, guys? True. What is the liquid that is making the sock damp? I'm only streaming to pay for the pest control subscription. It's a real thing over here, Nims. Most homeowners have pest control of some kind. It's a real thing. Whatever, Nims, you pay for pest control as well. What are you talking about? You've shown it to me. You've shown it to me. You have pest control there as well. For those of you that don't know, Nima he's British. Why wouldn't you just pay when you get pests? Well, you can make the courtesy calls as well if you choose. If you have the subscription NIMS, you can call them out whenever you choose. You see a bug, you call the pest control company if you have a subscription. And then they do quarterly sprays as well. Yeah, Chicken Trader, this is not ideal. We're gonna see what happens here at Tokyo Open when these Asian markets open up. You pay extra when there's a fly in your soup. This 580 to 600, I'm not interested in. If we can get that move back above 600 with buyers showing some conviction, I'm not opposed to trying the long again. It's been long enough now. We've tested the downside and swept. So if we can get back above 600 and hold above 600, I'm not opposed to trying that long. Up into 700. Termites in the UK? I'm sure they have termites. I'm sure they have a lot of wood structures over there. All right, guys, we've got 110 people in here currently. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I really appreciate you. Is ISA a glorified version of pest control? I don't know about that. Chad, you basically said you're traveling to the geographically furthest away place for me in the UK. Yeah, Scotland's north. Nims, did we pick a wedding location yet? Have you chosen a wedding location yet? By the way, since you and I apparently are playing phone tag these days. Hey, what's up, Naya? How are ya? Malaysia? Gosh, I just got that. Langkawi. All right, let me look it up real quick. I don't even know where that is. Langkawi. What's Langkawi? Okay. All right. Yo. Nims, you get married right there? You get married on these little 2 islands? Is that where the reception dinner is? Yeah. All right, guys. It looks like we're going to a wedding in Malaysia. That's what it looks like right now. Yo, what is... Okay, that's terrifying. I don't trust that at all. That is terrifying. Oh, that's beautiful, though. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Nims. Jealous. Definitely jealous. The huts on the water is where you stayed? Kevin, yeah. I thought about it after I said it. I rephrased. Has nothing on Brighton Beach, Mox says. Oh, probably Rotund. You already know. We know the trend on my streams, guys. I go live, the market goes sideways. NQ goes sideways. As soon as I end the stream, it doesn't matter how long I stream either. I could stream for 4 hours. Yeah, right. At least the fall to your death is guaranteed instead of suffering. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if I trust it. Nims, did you ride that little? Mason was in the parade. He was part of the gay choir. Yeah, good evening, Rice. Welcome. Welcome. Guys, I mean, we're inside the 1 minute opening range. Now, granted, the 1 minute opening range is about 80 points, but we are stuck right smack in the middle of it. All right, guys, I tell you what. We've got almost 100 people in here. As soon as we hit 100 likes, 100 likes, we will open the marbles registration for the giveaway. But we got to get 100 likes. I'm seeing 82 currently. Got to get to 100. So, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button yet, smash that thumbs up button. Remember when Matt played the outro to trick the market into thinking his stream was over and it actually started moving? I mean, honestly, Rice, the 1 minute I got up to step away from the PC was this candle. Can I share the video of Mason from my phone? Wait, what video of Mason from my phone? I don't think I have any videos of Mason from my phone. I hardly have any pictures of Mason. He's been on stream once. He's been on stream once or twice. As has Nima on WhatsApp. What, did you send me something? Oh, geez. Here we go. Are you kidding me? I'm not showing that, Nims. I'm not showing that. I'm not showing that. I am definitely not showing that. All right. Nice aggressive buy up. Is this the 700 move? No, that's all you want to see, Miss K. It's not actually Mason. It's not actually Mason. Let's preface this by saying the video that was sent was not actually Mason. No, but if you ever wonder what the babyface Brit looks like, he's definitely been on some of my streams in the past. Out of force. Out of force, he's been on some streams. Yikes. Okay, that's nasty. That's nasty. Just when you think, I'm glad I didn't take the 600 long, guys. Just when you think you're getting that aggressive bid. Yoink. Oh, don't you dare, Naz. Don't you dare retrace that whole move. Yeah, yoink is right. Watch this. I don't like this at all. I would say short is the play right now. But I don't like this action at all. Barely sweep out the range high. Barely sweep out the range low. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, Ratman, I'm right there with you. I think we're waiting for the Asia Open at this point. Tokyo Open. Yeah, Chicken Trader. Honestly, I've been noticing recently, or like for the last few months, when we have a gap up, a lot of times it doesn't fill until, you know, later. So I don't even go for it during the if it happens right off the Globex Open, the weekly open. I don't even go for that gap fill until we run highs. You know, at least a prior day high. Could it happen? Of course. Of course, you know, Tokyo could open up and we could sell aggressively down into that. But I've been noticing a lot over the last few months when you have those weekly opening gaps, they don't fill immediately. Nims, are we still reacting to Trump pretending to de-escalate over the week? No, Nims, I think it has more to do with, you know, the big tech earnings. You're reacting to not reacting. I know, for the millionth time that we're going to have a ceasefire. Oh, guys, we got over 100 likes. Mason, go ahead and open up the registration for the marbles race. Guys, if you're viewing on Kick or... if you're viewing on Kick, pop on over to the YouTube live stream because you won't be able to enter the marbles race for the giveaway unless you're in the YouTube chat. So if you're viewing on Kick, pop on over to the YouTube live stream. Once again, we are giving away a 25K Lucid Flex here on stream tonight. Looks like Mason has opened up those entries, so we'll leave that open for a few minutes. Oh my gosh, and now we just flip the script and run highs. Exclamation point marbles in the chat. Smash the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Guys, we'll leave that open for a few minutes. Got a few minutes till the Tokyo Open anyway, so... Mason, could you do me a favor and eliminate use code PINE from the race for me, if you could? Can't have that username in. It can't be advertising somebody else's code in my stream. Come on now. Change the username. Change the username and we can get back in. You can't be a walking advertisement for somebody else's affiliate code in my stream. I want people to use code Wes. I don't want people to use code Pine. Pine gets plenty of love. All right, guys. I'm going to try this long. I know it's right before the Tokyo Open and I could get rinsed, but I have this feeling. We're going to target like 690. I think we're going to chase down those highs. I'm going to go no stop on this too. Just to let it, if Tokyo comes in and wants to do a shakeout move, I'm going to let it do the shakeout. Oh, of course. I'm going to hang on to the position. I'm not going to put a stop in. I'm not going to put that stop in just yet. Gross. Absolutely gross. I'm going to let it play out. I'm going to let it play out. I will have to stop out below 540 though. So I'll give it that 100 points, but yeah, lit. I longed right at the top. It was looking super strong. And then a 1 minute candle total retrace. Yeah, J-Love, I think it's coming. That's why I'm kind of long up into that. And then we'll reevaluate. All right, we got 100 people in the stream right now. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, if you haven't yet, type exclamation marbles, exclamation point marbles in the chat. That's nasty. I mean, that is nasty. That's a nasty, nasty move. Jeez, look at that wick. Yowza. I know, Ratman. This is crazy. This is why I only go 1 micro initially too. Like, this is brutal. Unfortunately, like, I might have to give this down to 500. I might have to give it a full 100 points. Just brutal. Brutal price action. Oh yeah, Mason, go ahead and take control of the marbles race entries and all that for sure. Go ahead and take control. Entries are closing soon, guys, so if you haven't, entries are now closed. We're going to give Mason a couple minutes to get the marbles race set up, and then we're going to do this giveaway. Golly, what a brutal move. I wonder if I'm going to be able to even get out of this. Yeah, as soon as Mason gets the marbles race all set up, we'll do the marbles race real quick. Get the winner their account. Nims, you're also stuck in a trade. Yeah, you've been stuck in a trade for a while. For over a year. Yeah, soybean. That's why I'm kind of willing to give it down to 540. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to risk that much on this trade, just because of where I entered. You know, the reason why I'm targeting up there is because you got those previous day highs up there. You've got blocks sitting up there. Orders resting up there, waiting. A little bit higher. So I think we get up there eventually. I just don't know how deep we're going to pull back first into the gap off the Tokyo Open. All right. Looks like Mason's ready. Let me get the marbles race up. All right, guys. It's race time. Good luck, everybody. Spamming one in the chat will make your marble go faster. Mason, whenever you're ready, go ahead and drop those marbles. Oh, for a brief second, I saw Nims in my... Oh, look. Hey, come on now. Come on now. I saw me up there. Just let my marble finish this time. Just let my marble finish this time. I just want to finish the track. Give me like a top 10. All right. Abdu Carpenter in first. Edge. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh no. Oh no, we already have some yeeting going on. Oh, Abdu Carter getting slowed up. Futures flare launching down the track. What on earth rocket pack booster do you have on that marble? Oh my goodness. All right, futures flaring first. Hey, I'm in the top 5, guys. Look out. Yo, futures flare is flying down this track, guys. Absolutely flying down the track. I'm top 5, but it's not even close. Oh, Pieter getting way slowed up here. Hey, there's my marble. Oh, guys, I'm in second place. I'm in second place. I am in second place. Oh, getting passed. I'm getting passed. I'm getting passed by Mason. I'm getting passed. Come on. What is that? Futures flare with a massive lead. This race might be over, guys. That's a massive lead. Hey, look at me and Mason side by side. Oh, Futures Flare just has such a gap on the rest of the field. What a breakaway right now. Dodging all obstacles, not even slowing up. Oh, finally hit the first break. Finally hitting the brakes a little bit. Here comes Mason. Oh, there goes Atlas Warrior over the side. Oh, no. Oh, he hooped it. He hooped it. Futures Flare with the absolute jetpack. That's a new record on that track, by the way. Futures Flare with the win. Futures Flare with the win. Oh, my goodness. Everybody getting yeeted. Futures Flare, what a run. What a run out of Futures Flare there. Futures Flare, you are the winner of the 25K Lucid Flex account. Congratulations. Mock Dash Level Up will be communicating with you via the YouTube chat to get you all verified and squared away. Congratulations. We're going to let the race finish here just so everybody can see where they finish in the race. Guys, my marble never finishes these races. It's rigged. The marbles race is rigged. Absolutely rigged. All right, so Futures Flare. Oh, J-Love in third, one steal in fourth. Dion, you were pretty close too. Actually, nobody was close. It was Futures Flare and then everybody else. It was Futures Flare and everybody else. That record's probably going to be tough to beat on that track because that flying down the track. You were actually still on the course and last. Did the flames get you, Nims? All right, guys. Back to the trade that we're stuck in after the nasty fake out. Future Slayer's like, remember, guys, from now on, I hold the record. Yikes. I am absolutely stuck in this trade. It's looking like 500 is probably the move. I'm probably going to have to eat this loss, unfortunately. I'm not going to let it go all the way to 500. That's just too much risk on this account. Cranks? Oh, you would, before the race starts, we open up a registration period, and you have to type in ! marbles. It gets easier after you go 1,000 points down. Chicken Trader, do you have to go on a different site to play the game? No, definitely not. All you had to do was type in ! marbles and you would get entered. Has anyone copied marbles yet? Nim, someone said they do it on Tradeify, but no. All the other streams either do the spinning wheel of names or they do the generic animal races. At least from what I've seen. I haven't seen any other trading streamers do it. Yeah, it's here, Graham. It's on Steam. You're absolutely correct. Matt Kors does the marbles. Does he really, JB? I haven't seen it. Like I said, I don't really watch other streamers, to be fair, so I don't really know. I know Eagle's Eyes. That's the problem with this trade is like, because if that area holds, I still like longs and I could average in. So I might have to stomach a pretty big loss, in a lot of drawdown on this trade before I'm really wrong about the direction. Just terrible entry. Chicken Trader, I kind of said why I got into the trade. You know, interest to the top side, the bigger blocks to the top side. A lot of times these orders act as magnets. Not always, but a lot of times they do. We had got back and above what I had. I mean, it's just a fake out. We had got back and above what I deem would have been support. The only unfortunate part now is if we start consolidating below 580, that's not a good look. But if honestly, if we can reclaim, we're just chopping either side of it, and I'm okay to hold on to the position. I unfortunately just have to give it all kinds of room because of where my entry is. Support never supported you. Like I had my reasons for getting into the trade. And it could still work out. I unfortunately just have to do like a negative R to RR on the trade. In fact, I think what I might have to do at this point is just right below this swing low, below 560. I think I'm gonna have to take this stop. Because if it's going to hold up, it's going to hold up from here. Any new low is probably floating all the way down to 500 and possibly lower. Dion, you just kind of have to experience it. You know, it's all about your size. You know, like trading the right kind of size, really. You know, having proper risk management. You know, we're still okay. Buyers held up. We'll see what happens at 600, but if buyers can get back above 600, I still like the move higher. Chicken Trader, 150K with a 4,500 drawdown. You know, ideally, I like to give myself, you know, at least 10 trades before I hit that drawdown. But I also never allow myself to go to what the props say your daily loss limit is. Right? I never allow myself that. Okay, at this point, guys, I am going to trail to 580, and if we're going to slam back down below 580, I'm going to take the stop out. We've been able to minimize the damage, kind of, with that pump up. And I don't want to see anything back below 580. But if you're trading with appropriate size, you know, like, you can allow breathing room on your trades. Hey, what's up, Martin? How are you? If you, honestly, guys, if you're extremely nervous in a trade, it probably means you're oversized. You're over leveraged, in my opinion. You know, start getting that muscle memory of allowing trades to breathe a little bit more. So start training it so that when you do have a decent size account balance, you can, you can stomach that drawdown comfortably. Over leverage or just trading that gas. My goodness, they are just stop hunting right now, huh? Both sides. Just absolute stop runs on either side. All right, there's the loss. We were able to limit it to $100, which is good. At one point, we were in $150 drawdown or something like that on the trade. Are you actually kidding me right now with this? I swear, guys, if it does that to me again, I'm done. There will be no more trading tonight. If it pumps at this point, I'm not trading anymore tonight. I'm not playing that game where we are sweeping either side like that. No shot. Zero chance. You just can't trade with a stop. Later, Kev. You just can't trade with a stop these days. You have to you have to go no stop. Later, Dion. Yeah, Miss Rain. Like, you just can't trade with a stop. You can, it just has to be 200 points. Yeah, Chicken Trader. I mean, that's bad. I mean, that one right there, that is bad. That is a true bottom tick stop out. ES is trying to break out. Got a little resistance higher. Yo. Yo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do there. Yeah, Martin, I don't know. I don't know how you deal with that. I mean, look at these 1 minute candles. Like, if you look up here, you got a 400, you've got a nearly 60, You've got a 51, you got 14. So there's a lot of interest up here, but price is just not getting through. You get angry. Yeah. Martin, don't break monitors or mouses or your keyboard or anything. Yeah, I'm not going to enter from this area anymore, guys. I'm not. I tried it twice. I probably shouldn't have on the second one, the one where we actually took a loss. I probably shouldn't have taken it there because I knew it was so close to where I had entered prior. You know, I entered from 15 points higher than my original entry that I got to stop break even. No mouses were harmed in the streaming of this video. I got a buddy, Brian, who when he got heated one day and his mouse ended up in 1,000 pieces. In fact, Goose renamed his Discord for a while Brian's Mouse. My buddy Banana Bread Trades. He renamed his entire Discord Brian's Mouse. So his Discord icon was a picture of Brian's mouse busted into 1,000 pieces. Kind of have to I have to wait at this point, guys. I got to wait. I'm not going to try to carve up this little range. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think to the top side. I think that is the move. You know, sellers have not been able to really push price down, but you just never know these days. So I'm either going to be waiting for the 500 to 530 test, or I'm going to be waiting to see what happens at the sweep of these highs. I don't want to execute in this anymore. It's just nasty. YM's kind of similar. ES is kind of similar as well. There's not really a lot of action going on the indexes after that initial gap up. Gold. I mean, gold's kind of similar too. Gold's kind of just sideways. CL's kind of the same way. Just not a lot of clarity right now after the gaps. Or about to start summer trading late. No, this is pretty bad. I mean, I'll give it another 10 minutes, guys, but if we don't get some action in the next 10 minutes, I don't know that this is worth really watching. I mean, it's definitely not worth blowing an account in, right? Yeah, Miss K, that's what I would do. I would go grab some food, come back a little bit later when price gets out of this. Wait, did you say action? LC 100%. You know, I go live and this is what we get. Yeah, chicken trader. Yeah, that's what I would do. It's bad. This is bad. Yeah, Martin. That's and that's what it inevitably will do, I think, is just chop you up. I mean, look at what the EMAs on the 1 minute are doing. You're getting swept out on both sides. And the market's holding up, so you anticipate the move to the top side, especially with the interest a little bit higher on the DOM, right? I mean, you can see it. We're all the way up into those daily highs and even a little bit above without a whole lot below. So all signs are pointing to longs for me. You look at the 15-minute. We've got a 15-minute support at the range lows down there at 560, 570 now. I mean, the next resistance on the 15-minute that's printing is just above 700. The move that makes the most sense is the long, but you can't take it because you might get caught in one of those nasty spikes. I don't hate a 500 to 530 long if we can get down there. If price wants to drop, 80 points or so, I don't hate that long entry. It's worth a shot with relatively tight risk, just below 480. Brutal. Brutal action tonight, guys. Brutal. We'll wait a couple more minutes. If we get the new 30-minute candle print and it's the same thing, I'm probably going to end it for tonight, to be fair. It's probably your guys' sign to go do something else when I'm ending the stream, but there's just, I'm not going to click a button around here. No more. No, no, no. All right, come on, Naz. Work your way down there. Come right down in here. J Love, when I sign off, oh, do you guys want me to end the stream so you can get some? I mean, this is a decent move. I'm just hoping that we actually get some follow through instead of the snap back up. Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense, right? The Globex open sitting right there. Buyers trying to defend that. Come on, snap. Go down. I think everybody's signing off right now. Everybody's tuning out. Either that or everybody just went to a stream where there's giveaways. One of the two. Nuh-uh, Elsie says. Hey, what's up, 44? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, this is tough. If we can get, like I said, if we can get that move down to the 530 to 500 area, pick up some buyers from there, I'm not opposed to trying that long. But other than that, I'm not going to click the button. Even from these range lows, I'm not going to take that. Look at yen. What's going on with the yen? Is the yen plummeting or pumping? Intervention? Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Government bought the yen, bought some yen. Oh, so it's just flying around all over the place. Soybean, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I do like the dip down, like I said, into that 530, 500 area. At a minimum. So I'm going to hold off until that happens. We got to 536 on that push. I want to see at least probably 520 get traded. You know, come and test these highs here and these lows here. And then we might, we'll be able to get some sense on direction from there. But I don't want it holding up where it did. I want it to actually wick into this zone. Maybe even wick below 500 to 480. Maybe. All right, guys, we got about 80, almost 90 people in the stream right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, hit that thumbs up button for me if you could. It really does help out the channel. The 6J chart is hilarious. Oh, boy. You guys. You guys. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Like, what is that? Yikes. Runaway freight train. You waited for that for a month in Classical Gems? You were waiting for the yen for that long? Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Why, dude? Why does the Nasdaq have to trade so ridiculous? Come on, reject here, flush down, come down to 520. Don't do this nonsense. Music? We don't have any music going this whole time. Why didn't you guys tell me? Random. Let's go synthwave. Let's go little future funk synthwave. Future funk. Don't even know what that means, but that's what you're going to listen to. You were enjoying my sweet voice. Yeah. You might call here your chest hurts. Yeah, I mean, the last thing we want to see is a pump back up to 600 right now. That's tough, especially with the spoofing order that's just dragging lower, trying to attract price higher, right? That 400 block is probably it. Yeah. I mean, this has worked its way from 690 all the way down all night long. And every time it moves is when prices bounce towards it. So there's games being played. Let's see if it gets filled. If we see this 400 block disappear, I'm going to probably call it for the night. That means we've got somebody trying to manipulate. Being rotisserie cooked? Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, if you're clicking a lot of buttons in this, if you're executing a lot, trying to catch the momentum, that's tough. Oh, come on. Please, just spike up there and fill that order. Do it right now. Come on. Oh my gosh. Don't give him time to get out. Yeah, that's possible, Martin. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Generally, you'll know. If they rug the order right before price gets there, you'll know. And you'll have to see what the fill is on it as well. It could also be a buyer. You know, I don't know until it gets until that order hits the books and you see it on time and sales. We really don't know. Oh, come on. Just wick up there, Phil. Soybean, you're along with what, a mini right now? Oh, good luck. Rotund. Come on, spike up there. Honestly, there's a high likelihood that that entire order doesn't get filled either, so we'll have to see what happens right at 600. Are you actually kidding me with this? I mean, you can see there's more buyers than sellers right now. But price is not moving any higher. Okay. Okay. Did they do it? Let's see. How much is left here? Are you kidding me? Oh, nice, Supersonic. Nice. Nice. You caught the range low? Yeah, GG's on the range play. For those of you that took it. Martin, apparently, I mean, I don't know. I don't have time and sales up, but there's that 400 still sitting there. So I'm assuming that not many. Let me take a look at... I mean, the largest fill tonight, guys, has been a buyer at 565. 183 orders filled. That's the biggest order on NQ tonight. Soybean. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If you got profits on that move, take it. Especially if you were one mini. That's a nice surge on a mini. Nothing got filled, Martin. It looks like 3 or 2 orders got filled there. Hey, thanks for the sub, Dave. Appreciate you. Seems spoofing is only... Well, technically, it's just so hard to prove, Martin. Like, it's so hard to prove. Right? Like, yes, we can kind of detect it visually for us, but for them to actually be able to take action against that... No, I didn't want that entry anymore, you know? So yeah, if you throw on large enough size, it's going to act like a magnet. You know, market makers want that liquidity. They want that volume. But yeah, that's ridiculous. To have that 400 block start at 690 tonight, up there around 700. And then as every time price sold off, for them to move it down lower and lower and lower all the way to that point. And then for price to get back up there and right before the spike... Right before the spike, you rug that order and pull it back up higher? Come on. I mean, come on. Just games. Games. Yeah, Supersonic. I mean, I've struggled in this market. I definitely have. Sorry, that was you, Rotund. Yeah, right, man. I mean, that's where the overwhelming amount of interest is, but that doesn't mean that the market has to go there, right? Like, it might come down first to gobble up some of this volume down that it's resting below us. Fill a portion of the gap. Like I said, I like this area. I don't think price quite got low enough for me to catch the buy, though. For me to hit the bid. Got close, but it didn't, just quite didn't get there. 3 hours in a 60-point range. Here, I tell you what, guys. I'm going to eat the $100 loss tonight. I'm going to call it a night for tonight. And we'll see if, when I end the stream, if you guys get some movement. Maybe that's the key. Maybe I need to just not be streaming, and then we'll get some movement. Yeah, I guess if you're continuing to trade this, that's what I would be waiting for. So the two areas where I would look to execute from are up here in that 700 to 760 area. You'd watch for signs of rejection up here. And if we come back down to, say, that, you know, anywhere from 530 to 480, these top sides and these lows right here, if you can get support to step in there and find some buyers just below, like, you know, in that area, that's where I would look to get long, riding it up towards those highs. So that's what I would be looking for the rest of the night. I am going to call it for tonight. I will be live again tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you. Awesome stream, good vibes, and I will see you all tomorrow evening. Peace.